Okay.
Hey, it's your girl AB,
And I'm T Dot.
and this is Two Favorite Cousins. Hey, cuz,
Hey
how you
guys.
doing?
I'm okay. I'm okay. That was crazy. We had a little bit of technical
I
difficulties
know,
for a
I
second.
know. I had to go get your IT hat on.
Child, you should have seen me. I was looking crazy for a minute. Well, let's get started because I have a lot.
Okie
Well, I have
dokie.
a little bit. Huh? For a minute. Let's
Oh,
girl,
okay.
turn that down. I hear an echo.
I got it. That was my
Okay.
fault.
Okay, perfect. All right, so listen. We do want to say get well soon to Crazy Bone from what's the group again?
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's right.
See, you froze again, cuz.
Hospital. He was throwing up blood and he went in and they did a couple of surgeries. So I hope he has a full recovery and a speedy recovery. So Crazy Bone, get well soon.
Yes.
Now, this is something that bugs me out and I really don't understand. Finally, they have someone being held accountable for the murder of Tupac Shakur. I think it's a distraction because he been on all types of shows and all kinds of stuff, running
Didn't
his
he
mouth.
write a book or something?
He been everywhere running his daggone mouth. Now all
30
of a
years.
sudden, I don't understand.
I,
I don't get it.
when I first saw it or heard it, I was just like, here we go.
It's a distraction. There's something else going on. But listen to this. I
Mhm.
was listening to something on YouTube about it, about the whole Tupac and the
And how
person.
somebody else got something to do with it.
No, I wanted to point this out.
You
The
froze,
person
cuz.
who was commentating the whatever they were saying, they kept saying Shugay night, Shugay night. I had to turn it off because it was pissing me off. I was saying, I said, you ain't with the culture because you pronouncing this
Shoot,
shit wrong.
nice Shanae.
Shugay, she kept saying Shugay. I was like, stop it. Shugay night.
I'm surprised she ain't called him Sage.
Shugay night. I was like, okay, stop it.
Ooh, child. But yeah, you right. Out of the blue, this just
Anyway,
happened.
I want to.
It's crazy. I said out of the
Huh?
blue, all of a sudden they just caught this person. There's something else going on behind the scenes.
I think it is. I think it is. So look at this cute little baby. Look at him.
Oh,
Isn't he adorable? I'm gonna keep his picture up for a second.
he's so
Huh,
cute.
he is adorable. And I'm gonna tell you, his name is JJ Rodriguez, now 3, was playing outside in his front yard in Oklahoma with his older sisters just before he was brutally attacked by a neighbor's pit bull on
Oh
February 20th.
God.
Look at this terrible picture.
Oh my goodness.
That's him now.
That's a shame.
It is. The tot was left in critical condition after the attack with his face ripped apart, his skull exposed, and his jaw torn apart by the dog. His injuries were so severe, a priest was called to his bedside. After the horrific
Oh my
attack, JJ had to
goodness.
stay in the Oklahoma Children's Hospital for 3.5 months and has since had 12 surgeries. The incident happened when Jose and his wife Cassandra, 33, a stay-at-home mom, let their 7 children play outside. Cassandra watched them from the front door as they played with teddy bears and sat down by some flower beds while Jose, the father, was showering before work. In the time it took for Cassandra, the mother, to turn her back, the pair heard JJ begin. The father came out to find 3 pit bulls dragging the little boy along. The
Oh,
father started to scream, no, and then he ran towards the dogs. He was fighting with them, trying to put himself between the dogs and his son. He got injured too, but nothing compared to what happened to his son. But I'm glad the boy survived it because
man.
that.
But let me ask you, what happened to the owners of the dogs? Are they being
Now, I didn't
responsible?
read that. I'm not really sure, but I'm glad the kid is okay.
Yeah, but
I'm
that's what they
glad.
need to do. With these pit
Yeah.
bulls, you never know when they can turn. And if you don't have your pit bulls on a leash, I don't know if there's a leash law or
Not even pit bulls, animals,
dogs,
period.
period. But
Animal. I saw this story about this dude. What they call him? A comfort pet. A comfort pet. That's what they call. He tried to go somewhere with his comfort alligator.
Oh, you talking about emotional animal.
Yeah, that he had that for a pet for an alligator.
And what
People are getting ridiculous with that
I've
kind of
seen a
stuff.
couple of videos where people are trying to get in on planes with ostriches and all sorts of animals. Everybody needs emotional
Nonsense.
support something.
Right. Nonsense.
Oh
Nonsense.
my goodness.
Okay, so check this out. The family of a cleaning, I don't know if you heard this one before. Sorry. The family of a cleaning worker whose body remained in a locked bathroom at a department store for days after she died filed suit Tuesday against the Belk chain, saying her body was so decomposed they couldn't even hold an open casket. Bessie Durham, a 63-year-old worker with a contractor hired to clean Belk's store near Columbia, South Carolina, went into a family bathroom around 7 a.m. on a Thursday in 2022 and died shortly after from a cardiac problem, attorney Chris Hart said. Durham had clocked in for work but never clocked out, and her cleaning cart sat outside the locked door for 4 days until Columbia police called the store trying to find Durham because her family reported the woman missing, according to the lawsuit. The suit was filed a year to the day when her body was found on September 19, 2022, at the store in the Columbiana Mall. The store was open for regular hours the entire time. Yeah.
That's sad.
They didn't ask if Bessie was okay. They didn't ask why hasn't this cart moved in 4 days.
Exactly.
They asked why aren't the bathrooms being cleaned. When police called the store, they pulled the footage from a security camera that showed Durham entering the bathroom shortly after her shift started and never coming out. Durham worked for Belk for 7 years on the cleaning crew before the chain hired a contractor to do that work, and that company subsequently hired Durham, Hart said. The contractor was not named as a defendant in the suit, though Hart said the family also was considering legal action against it. The lawsuit said Belk employees should have regularly inspected the store, not only for Durham's safety, but the safety of shoppers and other employees. Exactly. The store began locking the bathroom after a shooting at the mall. Keeping the bathroom open but locked also created a safety hazard that prevented Durham from getting help, the lawsuit said.
So when she went in the bathroom, the door automatically locked behind her?
No, she had a heart attack, I guess. Right. And instead of somebody checking to see, well, where, she clocked in, or not even that. So my whole thing is when you go to the malls and you go to the bathroom, anything could happen, especially when they're down, way down in the back, all the way. Sometimes you could be back there by yourself.
Exactly. And I've been to a Belk store in Virginia. I bought a pair of boots there. When I was visiting.
I'm just saying, I'm not even saying Belk, I'm saying any mall. Yeah. Sometimes those bathrooms are way in the back.
Away from.
Yep. And so anything could happen. But in this case, it was no foul play. She had
got a natural. Yeah. Well, let me tell you a story from your neck of the woods.
What's going on?
Tamika Thomas, a woman in West Las Vegas, was devastated after CVS mistakenly gave her an abortion pill instead of hormonal therapy to help kickstart her pregnancy, causing her to lose her embryos. Thomas and her husband wanted to have baby number 5 because they already have 4, but couldn't conceive naturally, so they decided to try IVF. Now, I don't know, but I've heard that it's timely, it's expensive, and it's just she had 2 eggs inserted inside her and was sent home with 2 prescriptions. One that would trick her body into producing enough hormones to start her pregnancy. She got home. Once she took the medicine, she started to cramp very heavily. She decided to Google the name of the prescription, and to her surprise, they were abortion pills. She complained to the Nevada State Board of Pharmacy, and the 2 pharmacists were fined that made the mistake and had their licenses suspended provisionally, and that's it.
That's some BS. That is some BS.
First of all, when you're a pharmacist, you're supposed to make sure that you're doing the right prescription. If you have any questions, call the doctor. But y'all gave her the generic brand instead of the brand name, and it's sad. So
they gave her the wrong shit. Period. They gave her the wrong shit.
And
that's awful.
Two embryos, and that's devastating. So I guess they're going to figure out if they're going to sue CVS just by they
ain't nothing to figure out. Sue their asses.
Just by suspending their licenses or lost their licenses provisionally means that they might get it back. But the highest fine that you can fine CVS is $10,000 as the store. I said, you know what? That
could you imagine what other shit they giving people that
they're not paying attention? Good thing she Googled it because she thought she was taking hormones. That's
terrible.
But
that
is terrible. After trying to do it for so long and going through all this, and you finally got to.
I hope she finds a very good lawyer.
Yes.
And she's able to sue them.
Yes.
For all types of whatever she can sue them for. so that her name will be in lights instead of it saying CVS. It's going to say
Tamika Thomas.
There it is, Tamika Thomas Pharmacy.
There you go, TNT Pharmacy. There you go.
Okay, so remember, I'm gonna try this. So y'all gotta bear with me. Remember, I was talking to you guys about it was the Apple store in the mall, and then he jumped from the second floor.
Yes,
and remember, I said I wish I had the video. Wait, I said I wish I had the video. Okay, like, but bear with me. Let me see if I can get it up, because I remember I told you I think I figured out how to do the videos. So hold on.
Oh Lord.
Oh wait. I got it. Hold on. Wait. Oh wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay, I think I got it. Wait, share screen. Okay.
Come on with it. Come
on. Wait a minute. Let me see. Have it. Okay, bear with me, guys. Wait a minute. Is this? Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I could do this.
We experience technical difficulties.
I know. Just keep talking to our follow. Oh, here it is. Wait. Here it is right there. Girl, I got it. Wait a minute. Let me turn the volume up and I got it.
Oh,
boom. Okay. Hold on. Okay, here it is.
Shoplifter. The incident was captured on video
and
has since gone viral.
Do you see the guy? Look at him crawling.
Trying to still get away, which is stupid.
Look.
Last week.
Yeah, he broke his...
in obvious pain,
Ooh,
he doesn't get too far. Action reporter Chapadelli is live at the mall tonight.
Ain't that
something? Story and reaction.
That is just stupid.
Yeah, Rick, this suspect did not get very far. And in the...
No, he didn't.
Sheriff, you saw it?
Oh my gosh. Ooh, he probably broke his femur and everything.
He broke his pelvic bone, and I think he broke his leg. He won't do that shit again.
Whatever you saw was worth it, because after you heal, you go to jail.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fact,
but I was so glad I was able to figure it out how to do it.
Girl, I got another story, and I don't know.
Is it from out here?
No, this is from Oklahoma.
My people out here.
Listen.
Is it from my people out here?
Child, this is really sad. I don't know what's wrong with people. The world is going to hell in a handbasket. I'm telling you.
Oh wait, let me ask you a question before you say. Did you get your emergency broadcast alert today?
Everybody at the same time. Everybody was turning their phones off because it was just like I was just like, oh Lord. Anyway,
go ahead.
An Oklahoma mom has been sentenced to 15 years behind bars for allowing her ex-boyfriend to rape and impregnate her 12-year-old daughter.
I think yeah, that is
Desiree Casatenda sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but whatever. 35, had allowed her 24-year-old ex, Juan Miranda, to live with her daughter after they split. And even threw them a baby shower after the young.
Wait, after they split.
What happened?
You said to live with her and her daughter after they split up?
They split up, but she allows him to come move back in with her and the daughter. And he did what he did, and she was perfectly fine with it and threw them a baby shower. What? Yeah. Wait. The pedophile dad-to-be was arrested at the hospital while the abused girl was in the middle of labor, and he was later sentenced to 20 years in prison for first-degree rape. The sick mom was sentenced to 15 years last week after pleading guilty to enabling child sexual abuse and child neglect. Reporters said that the facts of the case are incredibly sad. Tulsa County District Attorney's Office said in a statement, children should be able to rely on their parents for protection from people like Juan Miranda. For Desiree, whatever her last name, to allow this to happen to her daughter is appalling. The preteen arrived at Tulsa Hospital. This happened 2 years ago, June of 2021, already in labor, with the rapist dad, Miranda, expressing his excitement about becoming a father, the police said.
Okay, that is just disgusting.
They walked in the room just like any other couple expecting to deliver their newborn. Tulsa police spokesman Danny Bean told Fox 23 in 2021. Miranda appeared surprised at his arrest because the relationship, which was also Facebook official, had the approval of the girl's mom, who he'd previously been in a relationship. So you break up with the mom, and your mom gives you the green light to date her daughter. And I'm telling you, people are
That's
crazy.
Just disgusting. They are crazy.
The child's father, the biological father, was in prison for a separate sex crime that has no involvement with the daughter's life, police said. Miranda was convicted of first-degree rape in 2022 March around the same time, and the mom was arrested on child neglect and one count of endangering of sexual abuse. She pleaded guilty to the charges in late September and waived her right to a trial. So
they need to throw her ass under the jail. That's terrible.
To tell me that, first of all, you're 35, he's 20-something. So you break up with him, allow him to move back in, and give you a full blessing for him to be intimate with your 12-year-old. And then you find out that she's pregnant, and you throw them a baby shower. Under the jail. That's not enough time.
That's very sick.
That's under the jail.
My stomach feels nauseous about that.
I just don't understand what's going on in the world today. And some people, I know you can't control, people's reproductive organs, but there needs to be a test. Like you have to take a test before you get a driver's license. There needs to be a test for people before they're able to. Child.
Okay, I have a question for you. Did you hear about these two getting back together?
Are you serious?
I hope it's a rumor because, supposedly.
He looks like a. Let me shut up.
Supposedly, there's rumors going around that they're trying to get back together. I wouldn't trust his ass, period.
First of all,
he ran out of money. The girl that he left her for left his ass.
Exactly.
And now you want to get back with me? No.
First of all,
no, sir.
If she does, that is teaching her son, their son, that there's no consequences. No. You already got enough health problems. You need to you lost your show. No.
I think she was strategic with all of that shit because the clause, why put that clause in there? That's questionable to me.
Which clause?
There was a clause that if she didn't work in their agreement, if she couldn't work, then she wouldn't be held accountable to pay him alimony or whatever, or spousal
support. But this is the thing. You were her manager, as long as you were her husband, but you were her manager. So managers get at least 10%. So it's not like he was broke. She was paying you.
He
Paying your
tricked off
husband.
all his money on the other shit.
Yeah. That is true.
I wouldn't take his ass back, but I'm not them. So whatever they decide to do is their
Whatever
business.
makes you happy, whatever floats your boat.
That's what I say.
You ain't
But
gonna
look-
sink mine.
So let's listen to this story. The source of this story is the Daily Mail. The family of Sheila Sue Trimble, 65, claims that a hospital propped up the patient to look fake alive despite having died 2 hours earlier in surgery. Dr. Gerard Petz was performing surgery on a woman where he allegedly cut into an artery, resulting in another doctor taking over the procedure. A representative for Adena Health Systems called the allegations patently false. An Ohio woman who died during a routine surgery performed by a doctor was allegedly propped up to make her look alive in an effort to fool her family into believing she had survived the procedure, a lawsuit claims. The family of Sheila Sue Trimble claims that the 65-year-old was in good health when she entered Adena Health in wherever that place, Chillicothe, for a heart catheterization on August 18th. That procedure was a straightforward and routine one, the suit claims. They allege that they were urged to turn off Trimble's life support despite hospital staff knowing that she'd already died. Records seen by local newspaper, the whatever this is, Social Valley Guardian Tribble died at 1 p.m. according to the suit. Her death certificate records her time of death as 3:05 p.m. The same time her family were ushered in, it is alleged. Dr. Betts, check this. There was a part on here that was so bizarre, but look at this. Dr. Betts has previously faced investigations into accusations that he is not properly credentialed to perform complicated and advanced heart procedures. The initial surgery had been performed by Dr. Petz, but after she wouldn't stop bleeding while in the intensive care unit, she was taken back into surgery. When the family was ushered in after the second surgery, they were urged to make an immediate decision while she lay in the bed on a ventilator. I'm just going to get to this part. Additionally, the outlet reported that Dr. Riemann and Dr. Cruz were once seen watching YouTube videos on medical procedures they were unfamiliar with. Family said that one patient died after such a procedure while another had to undergo 3 additional procedures at Ohio State University.
That is, first of all, how is a hospital going to hire a surgeon without checking the credentials and doing their due diligence?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Tell me what a nurse practitioner is.
I really don't know specifically, but I know that they see the patient and explain to them what's going to happen and take their vitals and all that stuff. They're just one person you see before the actual doctor.
Listen, to me, this is the word that scares me. Practitioner. So you're practicing.
Right.
Practicing.
But nurse practitioners are not supposed to be doing any surgeries.
I'm not saying that person was a nurse practitioner. Right. What I'm saying is I feel sometimes they do practice on people. Yeah. They do practice. You may not really. All of this is kind of sketchy. Now with everything now, this is what I would say, a PSA to everybody and myself. As much as you can stay healthy, that's what you need to do, because things are getting real funny in the world. And
people are going in for routine stuff and leaving out and not leaving out.
Or not leaving out. are not leaving out. They leave it out in the body bag. So
That's
as much as you
sad.
can
So
take
the family,
care,
ooh,
yeah,
if
as much
this
as
is
you
all
can
true,
take care of
you
yourself,
can sue
do that.
you can sue the doctor separately. You can sue the hospital. And I always say it never's going to bring your loved one back or bring back a person back to life. But the only way people listen or the only way people get it is to dig in their pockets, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah. So check this out. I had asked this girl. Actually, I asked a cousin of ours that has a school age kid, and I asked this
Who you
girl
from?
that works here
Okay.
that has school age children, and I said, "Hey, how's your kids? How's your kids doing in school?" I was really asking, and then I asked her, "Do you ever pop up at the school to see
What's going on?
My mom, back in the day, my mom definitely
All
used to
our
pop
parents did. Yep.
and she would embarrass the shit out of you.
In front of
My
everyone.
mom was one of them mom. But the point is, you know what she said to me? She said, "Oh no, you can't pop up at no school." Both of them said this to me. You
I
can't
heard
pop
that
up at
now.
no school. Huh?
I heard that now. I don't know what's going on. But school is not like it used to be when we was going to school. I don't know who came up with these rules that you can't, as a parent, you can't pop up to see what's going on. And
Yeah, they said you can't pop up and you got to make an appointment or you.
that defeats the purpose. If I want to pop up to see how my child is acting with them not knowing I'm there, why I'm going to make an appointment
and see how what the teacher is.
Exactly.
What's going on? Yeah, that's a bunch of BS. So anyway, my whole thing. So one of our cousins, thank God, she schools her daughter. But so I'm very happy to hear that she does, because to me that's I don't know about the schools these days. But I did read an article that being that they're taking out certain books in the schools.
Oh, honey, they're certain. It's like they're taking them all out.
That only pertain to a certain group of people. But the point is,
of course,
I read that they are starting to do those, teachings in the church again. Because remember back in the day, like slavery days or whatever, they used to teach. You would get your teachings in the church.
In the church, yep.
So from what I understand, a lot of churches are going back to those teachings of the Black history, the true history and things like that.
Child, I know
they're starting
to do I mean to cut you off, but they had even banned a book of poems by Maya Angelou, and I'm just like, now
they took those out of they took that one out.
And so, like, especially in Florida, Florida started all this. If you want to, in my opinion, he was the first one. The Governor DeSantis was the first one to start banning books that had anything to do with African American history. And then it was you got to teach them that slavery was good because it gave the slaves skills and all this other. And I'm just like, but in the state of Florida, only that I know of, all other nationalities, they haven't taken those out. The history, Asian, Irish, Polish, whatever. The only
race
is,
well, you know what I will say, we all have to really do our own due diligence.
Right.
I mean, kids, you don't know what you don't know, but as a parent, we all have to really find our own knowledge, because there's so much that they are not teaching in school. There was this one young lady that I saw on social media. I forgot her name, but she was brilliant. And she spoke so eloquently, and she said she was a school teacher for 24 years. But she said, what stood out to me, she said they stopped teaching in these schools, teaching our kids in these schools years ago. And I believe it.
Decades ago.
I believe it.
I think maybe right after we went to public school.
Right after we completed school, even when we were in school, they didn't really teach.
Exactly.
They didn't. Honestly, I had saw Robert Kiyosaki. He was the guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. He's very wealthy, very smart, and he was like, He said, I don't listen to teachers. I catch a lot of slack for this. He said, but he said, you think they don't teach you about money in school by accident? It's by design. They don't want the things that you're supposed to really know. They're not teaching that. They're teaching a bunch of
We
nonsense.
were in junior high school and high school in our day. Certain, in certain neighborhoods, in other neighborhoods, they were getting financial classes, driver's ed, and all that. But in other neighborhoods, you even took out the trade schools.
Oh, they been stop that. They been stop that.
Because
But look,
everybody has a skill and they go get a job, then we ain't got nobody to arrest.
but look, it's your girl T Dot.
And this your girl AB, and this is Two Favorite Cousins.
That is right.
Oh, and by the way, don't forget, get your always on time. Get your Las Vegas Funtivity book at
www.lasvegasfuntivity.com.
and also on Amazon. Make sure you
That's
like,
right.
subscribe, and comment. Love you, cuz.
Love you, cuz. See y'all.